So we've come from a world of a defined benefit type structure. So in the old defined benefit type structure world, you worked for one employer for decades. At the end of those decades, the employer had been accumulating money in their defined benefit structure. And they said to you, when you leave, you have this much income and it'll increase by inflation for the rest of your life and you'll keep on receiving an income. Now, that's all changed. The world's moved away from that towards a defined contribution type structure. In a defined contribution type structure, each individual is responsible for their own accumulation of wealth. Unfortunately, they haven't been trained. The world has not been trained to look after their own wealth. And we've got many organizations that are beating them at wealth accumulation. And these are often financial lending institutions where they're trying to lend money and enslave them with interest payments. There are various consumer apps taking money out of their pockets. And then also you've got gambling organizations, and these gambling organizations, it's very much a painkiller versus our sort of slow and steady vitamin.
Yeah, this is something that is interesting because, well, I don't know in South Africa, but in Europe and in Argentina, like in schools, they don't teach anything about financial, how to handle your finances. People don't know.
Alan, they don't teach it anywhere, right? They don't. So in schools here, they don't teach it. In universities here, they don't teach it. So we're very keen on trying to help kids and solve this problem from the bottom up and the top down. So you can imagine we have kids who are financially astute and they go to their parents who've just bought a new car and they ask their parents, did you buy that car cash or did you buy it from the bank? And more often than not, it's not cash, it's from the bank. Then the next question should be, well, how much interest are you paying on that car? Right. And then we can start driving it from the bottom up because our kids are following bad role models. And many of us are bad role models to the kids because we're doing the wrong thing. But then if we can drive from the top down as well, and we can get people who are employed to start following the right financial behavior, financial freedom is achievable so quickly. Within 10 years, within 20 years, anyone who's employed can achieve financial freedom. Anyone. Within 10 years, most people who are employed can achieve financial freedom. And that's the definition where you don't need to work anymore, that level of financial freedom. But
That,
you can start feeling financially
yeah,
free probably within like 3 months.
that's impressive. And yeah, it's your day to day